Hi, welcome back to now day 18 of me telling you the craziest story you will ever hear. I figured out a way to unlock DMT, which is the most powerful psychedelic on the planet. And ever since then, the lives of everyone that I have taught how to do it has been a sci fi film. One of the most incredible things to ever happen is happening to me, my friends, and my family, and I'm telling the world about it and the things that I've learned along the way. Each day as I go through a 40-day water only fast. No food, no juice, just water with Celtic sea salt and magnesium and potassium vitamins for muscle function. I'm not doing this for weight loss. I am down 21 pounds as of today. I'm doing this fast for spiritual reasons, and I want you to take my story seriously. I would happily submit to a polygraph test at any day or any time. But this reality is not what it seems. And with DMT, you can actually see the fabric that makes up this existence. But it's not some computer program. It's just how God, or the ultimate creator, created everything. We are finding the answers to questions that humans have asked for eons. And how does this existence work? Watch my previous videos to catch up, and I'll continue to tell the story. But in the last video, we explored how cosmic forces like the Schumann resonance and the solar flares and cosmic alignment are influencing this ascension shift that's happening. Today, we're diving into the wisdom of ancient civilizations and religious teachings and how they predicted these great shifts and how their knowledge can guide us in the awakening that is happening all over today. There are things from our past that have been hidden from us, and the evidence of it is overwhelming, but if you know where to look. From the Egyptians to the Hindu Vedic texts and the indigenous prophecies, civilizations throughout history have spoken of great transformation, a time when humanity would awaken to a higher state of consciousness, and that time is right now. The Sumerians, which is one of the oldest known civilizations, left behind texts describing powerful sky beings known as the Anunnaki. Some researchers believe that these beings had a hand in shaping human civilization and may hold a key to understanding humanity's hidden story. Just a hint for future videos, it does. The ancient aliens people are not as crazy as we thought they may have been when we first started hearing about all this craziness. Don't get me wrong, not everything from ancient aliens is accurate at all. But when it comes to Sumeria, it's way more important today than we would ever have thought possible. The Great Pyramids of Giza and the temples of ancient Egypt hold encoded spiritual knowledge, and some researchers suggest that these structures were built to align with cosmic energy and assist in the activation of higher consciousness, and they are way older than what they're telling you. Getting answers to some of this stuff it feels like I'm dealing with an ancient puzzle. But many indigenous cultures, such as the Hopi and the Cuero shamans of Peru, have prophecies about the Great Shift, where humanity would either rise in consciousness or face destruction due to the imbalance with nature. The Hopi say that in the end times, the great white neighbor that rules with a red cloak or cap would take power. It's pretty obvious. We're talking about now. Religious texts and teachings have long foretold of a time of great change, often described as purification or divine transformation. Christianity and the rapture. Many interpretations of the Bible prophecy suggest that the rapture is not just a physical removal of people, but rather a shift in consciousness. And that's the case. This is the correct answer. Islamic teachings speak of the end times as a period of heightened trials and a transformation of the world, culminating with an age of divine justice and enlightenment. Buddhist teachings emphasize the transition from suffering to enlightenment, where humanity moves from ignorance to a collective awakening, much like the concept of the ascension. Jewish Kabbalistic ideas of the Tikkun Olam, or repairing the world, aligns with the notion that humanity is moving towards a higher state of consciousness and you need unity with divine wisdom. We're all talking about the same exact thing. There's no difference. Just little nuances here and there. But the teaching of both ancient civilizations and religious traditions were not just philosophical. They were practical roadmaps for navigating the shifts in consciousness that are happening right now. And here's how we can apply the universal wisdom today. Align with the natural rhythms of the world and the planet. Ancient religious traditions emphasize aligning with celestial and natural cycles. Practicing awareness of lunar cycles, planetary movements, and solar activity can help us attune to the energy of this transformation. This isn't just for hippies. This is all real, and it's important for us to all engage with these rhythms. And so much of this experience has been about learning how sound and frequency affect us. Many faiths use sound and sacred vibrations, such as chanting, prayer, and drumming. They're all to balance out those energy fields. And that stuff really matters. But living with intention and purpose is extremely important. A common thread in all of the teachings is the call to live with love, gratitude, and higher consciousness. Whether through prayer, meditation, or acts of kindness, intention shapes our vibrational frequency. And engaging with these activities is literally good for the soul. Religious and spiritual traditions have long spoken of working with divine energy. Practices such as fasting, like I'm doing now, breathwork, and deep contemplation serve to awaken the body's spiritual system. I spend hours a day in deep thought. I never would have thought that. But there are signs that the end time and prophecies are coming true. Many religious and spiritual prophecies describe signs that the end of an age is near. And here's kind of some of the things that I've been watching. There's an increase in natural disasters. Many religious texts speak of rising earthquakes, floods, wildfires, all warning of impending change. Scientists have confirmed an increase in extreme weather events worldwide. Look at what's happening in Greece and Italy right now. Massive increases in earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. It starts happening. It's all over the place. They're talking about building the third Temple Mount. Biblical prophecy suggests that the rebuilding of the third temple in Jerusalem would signify the approach of the end times. Recently, discussions and preparations around this have been increasing, leading many to see it as the major prophetic signs coming to life. But even in Islamic prophecy, it describes a time of great structure will cast a shadow over Mecca, signaling the end of times. And time will cast its shadow. The construction of the, wouldn't even attempt to say it, but they're building a clock tower right outside there right now. It's one of the tallest buildings in the world. It will literally time will literally cast a shadow on Mecca. But we are getting advanced quantum physics downloads for a reason. Even governments and institutions worldwide are beginning to disclose that previously hidden knowledge from UFOs or UAPs to ancient civilizations, echoing the prophecy that all will be revealed in the end. We're literally watching old corrupt systems crumble simultaneously. Every day, some new, insane, deceptive practice is being revealed. And all of these spending time in meditation and working on these spiritual practices will really help with all of this craziness. Many teachings warn of societal decay at the end, preparing for a great spiritual renewal. That time is again now. While religious texts can help us navigate this time, they can't fully be trusted. Dark forces have influenced religion from the very beginning, and some important information was left out that would have been really useful today. And I found what some of those missing pieces are, and we'll start digging into those in a later video. But I hope this videos and the series has resonated with you. I'm living in just a wild time, and so is my friends and my family. But something important is happening. So please continue to follow along. I'll continue to tell more of the story and the things that we learn, and we'll all go on this journey together. Have a great day.